I hadn't played this on YouTube yet. Played it on Twitch. Played it on fucking Kick. We're gonna be doing a lot more streams on Kick in the next coming year, so that certain people can't abuse the copyright. So yeah, this is a game. When the schedule came out, I went, "Holy shit!" Was hoping that the Ravens would have their usual injury-prone season, but they haven't, and I feared that the most. Um, I think the Ravens are a tough team. They're probably the best team in the AFC. I think this is a potential Super Bowl game. Um, I think this is a potential Super Bowl game. Yep, audio's working just fine. So in the next year, we're going to be streaming a lot of these games and on Kick and Twitch under a different name. If you don't know, DM me on Twitter at Garth Nader, Garth_Nader, or on any of the other social media platforms I'm on, which is a lot. And maybe I'll give you a link. Right now I have very few followers, but being able to post whatever I want about whatever I want without a certain individual criminal felon trying to file 56 false copyright strikes, he can no longer do that. So I'll be posting a lot of gaming, posting a lot of live streams to those other platforms because YouTube seems to allow dickheads like Ricky Lee Penzone to leave digital footprints. It's your voice, you dumbass. So let's get to it. This game, we're going to play an All-Pro. I think this is going to be a tough game. I want to win, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It's a late game. Let's say overcast. So, hope everybody has a happy holiday. And enjoy the games. All the sports on the weekend. I will be sitting there watching with the fam and won't be able to respond. I thought I had already played this. I've whooped them every single time. So let's see. This might not be that game.
Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
From the future site of Super Bowl 60 in a few years' time, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jackson going to keep it running right. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know, it's so difficult for every defense has to prepare for Lamar Jackson. You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Samuel going to go in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. And that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll run with McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 4th down and 1. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. In motion right, Debo. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Mike 6.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Purdy looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Over the middle, complete. It's Jennings. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now it's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven 1st. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson on the move to his left. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Jackson now. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Parody. That's Samuel, caught left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Parody from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. They go play action here. Parody. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Parody. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half, Parody. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring, but the teams are ready to go at half number 2. So to bring it your way, let's get... Back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Getting had a ton of success here so far. but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Parody. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 73 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Parody now to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On second down, McCaffrey. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Parody. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down and 6 now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That's caught out right by Jennings. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A handoff running left. It's Hill. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Parody.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Parody to throw. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle and able to work his way down to the 16. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Now Moody for the PAT.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Trailing 17-10, a little over 30 seconds remaining. And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This is 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Throwing, Parody. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the west.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Jackson's throw caught by Kohler.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Off the draw, here's Hill. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach John Ford right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the 1st down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A handoff, McCaffrey running right.
131 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it, and they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Now it's Purdy's turn in overtime. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On the counter, Mitchell. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game here is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Here's 3rd and 6.
This is McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody.
Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it.
An excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.